This is how anime is made. Planning and pre-production. Anime production typically originates from two main sources: manga, light novels, and original anime scripts. To initiate pre-production, the publisher must present their source material to production companies like Aniplex, Funimation, and Viz Media. These companies tend to finance significant aspects such as broadcasting, advertising, and part of the production process itself, in addition to securing sponsors. However, for aspiring creators aiming to adapt their manga or light novels into anime, it's essential to recognize the challenges. The field is highly competitive, and while publishers contribute to the costs, creators should be prepared for some financial involvement. Anime studios such as Cloverworks, Studio Wit, and MAPPA play a crucial role as well. They evaluate the proposal or source material to decide whether or not to undertake the project. For original anime scripts, studios might partially assist with funding. However, the approval process can be lengthy and varies based on the project's scale. It's worth noting that these scripts often face longer approval times compared to adaptations from manga or light novels. This is due to the need for comprehensive development and planning of entirely new content. A good example of this is the anime Solo Leveling, a Korean novel and webtoon series developed by AJ1 Production. Solo Leveling was first announced in 2022 and ended up airing in January 2024. Storyboarding. Once the script's been finalized and the concept design's approved, it's only just basic text. The storyboard will serve as the visual guide on how the series will flow. This stage dictates the anime's rhythm, from breakneck fight sequences to slow-mo tearjerkers. This phase involves artists and directors translating scripts into visual scenes. A famous example is Hayao Miyazaki's approach in Studio Ghibli films, where he often begins animating scenes without a complete script, allowing the story to evolve organically. The importance of storyboards extends beyond mere layout. They are instrumental in providing detailed directives on camera movements, dialogue, and shot duration. This meticulous planning ensures a seamless and engaging storytelling experience. Key animation. Key animation, a critical aspect of anime production, involves talented key animators who focus on creating the most crucial frames in each scene. These frames capture pivotal moments, ranging from subtle shifts in emotion to pronounced physical movements. Key animators craft high-quality frames that serve as the foundational reference for in-between animators, shaping the overall flow and rhythm of the animation. Additionally, these frames delineate areas of shadow and light on the cell, adhering closely to the storyboard's guidance. The role of key animators is so pivotal that those with esteemed reputations may have the liberty to modify the storyboard or even create their own in-between frames. The number of frames in key animation is carefully chosen to reflect the scene's desired fluidity, speed, and essence. These frames undergo a rigorous approval process by the animation director before being handed off to in-between animators. Key animations often become the most memorable moments in a scene, such as Gojo's use of Domain Expansion, Infinite Void, and Jujutsu Kaisen. Of course, even the most skilled animator can't do it all alone. That's where the in-between animation comes in. In-between animation is a double-edged sword in the anime industry. It's crucial for imparting fluidity and realism to the animation, yet it is often associated with lower wages. This stage typically involves less experienced animators or freelancers who are responsible for creating the frames that fill the gaps between key frames. Considering that most anime operate at 24 frames per second with limited keyframes, the role of in-between frames is substantial in achieving smooth motion. Colored digitally. Color artists nowadays use digital software to color the frames that are sent to them by the key animator and in-between animators. They also make sure to close the gaps between the lines so that the color will not leak using the paint bucket tool. CG can also be used to add a 3D feel to the character. Not only do color artists paint the skin and hair, but they also make sure to put in the shadow and proper lighting that was set in the frames. Because of the unlimited digital software, the colored cells can be put up against the designated background to make sure that everything is in harmony. Background art and animation. This intricate process is typically managed by the film or art director, employing advanced software like Adobe After Effects, often involving up to 100 layers. To grasp the complexity, imagine trying to track each individual skittle in a pack by color. This task is even more challenging. In the digital era, particularly post-coloring, animations are created using specialized software, allowing for the seamless integration of backgrounds. Such technology ensures that the background visuals match the animation's quality and detail within each frame. A notable technique in this phase is 3D CG, commonly used for elements like Gundams, vehicles, or even the Titan on Attack on Titan's final seasons, adding a layer of realism and depth. Special roles play a pivotal role at this stage. Think of Megumin's iconic explosion in Konosuba. Such dramatic scenes are brought to life through FX. These effects not only enhance magical and explosive moments, but also contribute significantly to the scene's overall ambiance. They include subtle touches like the backlight of a sunset, glares, or the sparkle of a character's eyes, adding richness and dimension to 2D animations. This phase is crucial and ranks among the most challenging in the production process, akin to the complexities of actual filmmaking. It requires a blend of artistic vision and technical skill to bring the animated world to life in a compelling and visually stunning manner. Post-production, voice acting, and music. One of the last steps before an anime is released is, of course, giving life to your characters. One thing that separates the main characters from the background characters is that they have a voice. There is a screening for voice actors and actresses in the anime industry, and it's a profession with a lot of competition. Famous voice actors and actresses often get big jobs, which leaves no room for rising stars. The lines will also be handled and supervised by the recording director. Other than voice acting, most anime are even given legendary status because of their music and soundtrack. A good soundtrack enhances the narrative, evoking emotions and setting the tone. Take Cowboy Bebop, for instance. Composer Yoko Kanno's groundbreaking soundtrack with its eclectic mix of jazz, blues, and other genres wasn't just background music. It was a vital part of the storytelling, setting the mood for each scene and becoming as iconic as the anime itself. Or consider Jao Hisaishi's work on Studio Ghibli's films. His compositions have a way of capturing the whimsy, drama, and emotional depth of the stories. The music in anime isn't an afterthought. It's a core element of the storytelling, shaping how we experience the narrative. From epic battles to tender moments, the music carries us through the journey, making each moment more memorable. Another important thing to be remembered is the sound effects. Sound effects play a crucial role in enhancing the impacts of fights and even comedy. They are one of the most important factors that help apply an atmosphere in a scene. Refining and credits. Refining is the process where you adjust different aspects of the finished product. It may include revising some key frames, changing characters' dialogues, to even adding more special effects. You don't want to have the 7 Deadly Sins meme frame appear in your anime, don't you? The final approval should be given by the director, producer, and publisher once they view the episode and determine that it's ready to air. But because of the busy schedule and some studios being understaffed, there are some instances where weird in-between frames appear from time to time. Of course, since anime is now available worldwide, captions must be added so that everyone can enjoy the show. Not only that, but the staff who worked so hard should also appear even just at the end of the episode to give credit to those who worked so hard just to give us entertainment. Making anime is not just as easy as everyone thinks it is. There is so much hard work put into a single second of a 20-minute episode. It's better now that we know the process of creating these amazing shows so that we can appreciate the effort of the underpaid and overworked animators who give it their all. A 13-episode anime will take an entire studio a year to complete. Behind every big shot, the studio is a team of dedicated individuals who embrace this chaotic process just so we can love the beautiful results. On the one side, we have our imaginative artist, sketching stunning storyboards and crafting characters with more hair than Rapunzel. On the other hand, the financial wizards, managing budgets as tightly as a ninja evades shurikens. Their mission? To attract sponsors like heroes collecting power-ups. The goal is to secure prime advertising spots and design merchandise that fans can't resist. Seriously, it sells faster than a superhero shouting, "Justice!" Now let's talk numbers. The budget for anime is a 50-50 split. Half goes to the hardworking animators, the magicians who bring our favorite worlds to life. The other half? To the broadcasters, the gatekeepers of when and where we watch our beloved anime. Producing a 13-episode anime season can cost around $2 million. Recouping this, well, it's like rolling dice. While top shows might earn big, many average only 1.2 to 1.6 million. It's a high-stakes game where a few hits must support the industry. Take Ufotable, for example. They spend about $80,000 per episode, focusing intensely on quality. The result? breathtaking scenes like Tanjiro's water breathing, making us momentarily forget our own financial woes. This financial dance is tricky, but when it clicks, it creates the anime magic we all adore. Behind every ninja clash and robot showdown are the unsung heroes managing the budget and merchandising. Anime studios vary widely. Some are like Picasso with a ramen budget, others, Disney, in a candy store. It's a wild, wonderful world, and each episode is a new journey. So next time you're binge watching, maybe raise your instant noodles in a toast to these tireless creators and their relentless passion.